Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here to walk you through my March reading journal or bullet journal setup. Before I do that, I do want to kind of walk through my main pages and what I have for February and all that kind of stuff. This is a journal by American Crafts, by the way. You can kind of see the wearing on it already, which I'm not too surprised. It wasn't a super fancy or nice journal kind of thing, but I think it's going to actually look pretty cute by the end of the year, pretty beat up, as it were. But looking at the beginning, I'm still doing really well with actually filling in my reading trackers and meeting my goals, all of that stuff. I had a few days of not great reading when I was on vacation, but that's the way it is. I still read, so that's pretty good. I'm also almost done the Read the Rainbow Challenge already. I need a red book and a green book, and I'm actually currently reading a green book, so getting very close there. I've also met the buzzword challenge so far. Gonna keep up with that. Hopefully, I need to find something secret themed, I guess, for March. Also making really good progress on the Pop Sugar Challenge, getting a lot of this done as well. Definitely a little bit of a challenge now for the ones that are left, but hopefully I can still get those done as it comes up. Probably the next one that's going to be filled is that published in spring 2023, since I personally feel that any book published starting in March will count as spring, so I will probably get that one as well. Bought from an independent bookstore will probably also come up pretty soon. I just need to pull one of the books I own and actually read them. We'll get to that for sure. I'm also making my progress on Romanceopoly as I would expect, but I'll just go through that when we get there. I'll start. This was my January statistics page. It wasn't done when I posted the February one. I decided to not include in here every statistic I'm tracking, and then I'll probably do some more trackers at the end that covers the entire year. But I pulled books, pages, DNFs, my max, min, and average ratings. I had about 3.8 stars for January, which is actually pretty good. I am tracking moods. This is from the Storygraph app that tracks this. So I'm putting that in there. Author, gender, not super diverse, but also not terrible for me. Own voices, again, not super diverse, but at least I'm reading some own voices, and I would like to make that more of a priority moving forward. But I'm also just really bad at remembering what books I want to read, and I just grab the first book I see. So that tends to impact things as well. Well, hopefully I can make sure to keep that in mind moving forward. Genre, kind of a mix of things going on there. Type, I started tracking if it's a series start, a series continuation, a start of a companion series, a continuation of a companion series, or a standalone. The companion series, sometimes I don't read all of the books in the companion series, so I kind of wanted to separate those out. I also sometimes jump in at like book 5 or something like that, which would still count as a companion series continuation in this thing. But definitely got a good amount of series continuation, which is really a priority I want to have for 2023. And then finally, my format. I have not had audiobook show up on format for a very long time, but getting a little bit back into audiobooks, especially when I'm traveling, so that's pretty exciting. And then my favorite book of the month was In Love in Pajamas by Katana Chetwynd, I think. The Katana comics, they're just always fun and lighthearted. So moving into February, here's my main page. I got my 4 Romanceopoly reads done. And then I'm working through all of these. I actually can check a couple more off, so I will do that right now. I read The Secret Adversary, and I read Nobody Puts Rom-Coms in the Corner. I don't know if I'm going to get to the Missing Connection before the end of the month, but it doesn't publish until 3/7, so it might be my first book of March. We'll have to see. But I still think that this cover page was just super cute, and I really like it. I'm doing pretty well with Battle of the Boy Bands. I have stolen a lot of prompts, and I have read 2 of the buddy reads. I read Daisy Jones and the Six, and then I also read Malibu Rising. So excited to have that. And then here's some of the books that I was reading. Here's Polarathon. I managed to get through 7 spins in 7 days, which is pretty good, especially considering I was on vacation for 2 of these days, which really slowed down my reading for sure. Here's some more of the books that I was reading. And then this page is where I'm going to finish up for the rest of February. And then these 2 pages will hold my February stats. And then moving into March, my theme for the month is tulips. Honestly, with these colors, I don't even know if you can see the whole tulip, but we'll see. I have a Bic Intensity pen in this kind of like greenish grass color. I have this Pentel color pen 5-point. This is number S360-105. And then I also have this skinnier iBuyM fine liner in this kind of turquoisey green color. So those are the 3 pens that I used this month, and I actually did not pull in any black pens in my setup as well. So I have a bunch of tulips here. I thought that would be appropriate for the start of spring. Also, we're going to be in Amsterdam and hopefully going to the tulip gardens. So I wanted to do that. You can't see the yellow super well, but I think you can see it a little bit. I actually let it escape onto the second page, which is unusual for me, but I thought that would be fun. And then I did kind of like a look at like a ribbon a little bit, kind of calligraphy style there. I thought that would be kind of fun and cute. Here are my 4 Romanzopoly rolls for March, keeping up. I should be able to finish actually a little bit early for the year, doing 4 a month. And then my March priority reads, I know that I'm going to try to read Murder on the Links. I'm reading Agatha Christie in publication order. Not sure that was the best choice, but that's what I'm going with for now. And then for the Adventure in Aldea for March, my prompt is Fight a Giant, so book over 500 pages. I definitely think I'll be able to fit something in this month. There's a few chunkier fantasy I want to do. And then right now, the only readathon I'm for sure participating in is the Final Book Support Group. This is hosted by Steph Lubbs. I'll drop the announcement video down below. But for this one, it's a month-long version where you read final books or series continuations. Ideally final books, but I have a lot that I might have to read some series continuations too. I decided to join the Stag's Antler cabin. I thought that best fit the prompts. So here are my 6 prompts, only 5 of which are actually reading prompts. The last one is drink a hot chocolate, which I definitely think I can manage. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm not sure right now what I'm going to read for any of these, and I also haven't done the emoji generator yet, but I will get that sorted out when we get there. And then the rest of this month is just going to be putting in whatever I read. I might do another readathon. Let me know down below if there's a readathon you think I should participate in. I would love to hear about that. But that's all I really have for today. So as always, like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know what you're excited to read in March, what readathons you're participating in, what you think I should read. I love to hear about all of that. Just chat with me. That's what I want to hear. If you don't have anything to say, feel free to also just drop a tulip emoji. I would love to see those as well, or a flower of any kind. And then follow me on Instagram at Creative Life of Liz. I show bits and pieces of this planner and my other planners, as well as what's going on in my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.